Hello, everybody. So it's been a while since we did a live stream on Shinichi's World, and I thought it was time because there are a lot of uncertainties and anxiety. Um, I get a lot of messages from you guys saying whether you should cancel your trip to Tokyo or not. And I guess that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. Also, as you can see, I'm not at home. I'm in this, I'm actually in Kyoto right now. And yeah, the plan is to return to Tokyo the day after tomorrow. However, I'm actually thinking of going back tomorrow instead. I'm not sure. I have so many uncertainties right now at the moment, which is why I thought it would be a good idea, as I always do when I'm uncertain about something, to do a live stream with you guys. But anyway, hello my friends. Hi Anthony. Hello Deanne. Hi Tamara. Hi Sue. Hi Evan. Hi everybody. It's so nice to see you guys here. And Sakura, how are you? Let's see. uh, right. So, yeah, the reason why I named this video "Uncertainties and Anxiety" was because I was laying here on my bed in the hotel, and the reason why I'm in the hotel right now at such an early hour. Well, it's not really early. It's 8:30 p.m. here in Kyoto. It's been raining all day today. It's been raining all day long, and I've been really tired, exhausted. We were in Osaka yesterday and the day before, with Satoshi. He left yesterday. He went back to. Wait a minute, I'm getting so confused. Today is what day is it today? Today is Saturday here, so no, I'm sorry. Let me track back, and my dad is here. お父さん、ありがとう。My dad is here. I can't believe it. お父さん元気ですか？今京都です。お父さん今京都です。元気です。ちょっと疲れてます。でも元気です。Wow, that's amazing. My dad is here watching my live stream. That's so cool, and he's actually learned how to type in the chat. That is insane. One intelligent person, intelligent father I have. All right, so let me start at the beginning because gosh, okay, so yeah, I arrived in Kyoto today, this afternoon, and I'm all flustered now because I know my dad's listening to me. It's so funny. I'm a little bit flustered. Geez. Wouldn't you be flustered if if you knew your parent was watching you like speak live? Anyway, yeah, so I was in Osaka with Satoshi and Ai-san from I's Munchies, and we had this planned like from last year December. Yeah, we had it planned. We tried to plan like like up until like June, just so that we can actually get things done, because as you guys know, everyone is super busy. I has a insane schedule, and we have an insane schedule, so unless we plan way ahead, nothing will get done. So anyway, so this was planned, and this was before all the scary coronavirus thing started. So um we like we're like having second thoughts about this whole trip to start with. However, we decided, why not do it, because there are more people with the virus in Tokyo than Kyoto or Osaka combined. And so we thought, it's probably a bigger chance of catching the virus in Tokyo rather than in Osaka or Kyoto. And plus, we just needed to make the content. And, so we decided to do this trip, which, turned out to be good. And we made a lot of good content for you guys, which are coming up. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I think I herself made like 5 videos for you guys, which is kind of a miracle for her. So that's good, and I'm very happy that she got to make a lot of nice content. And um, as always, I stayed longer so that I can create content for my second and third channels, because as you guys know, I have this channel, I have my I Really Will Travel for Food channel as well. And so I thought I'd stay back and make some videos. And since I already paid for my bullet train from Osaka to Tokyo, I might as well make a stopover in Kyoto, because it's the same price, and it's expensive to travel back and forth for us Japanese, because we can't use the Japan Rail Pass here. So I thought, okay, be smart and stay a couple of days in Kyoto. uh, However, I've been really, really tired. I've been exhausted, and extremely exhausted. I don't even remember when my exhaustion started, but I was just exhausted. And it seems like no matter how much I rest, I can't seem to get not exhausted. There are some days that I feel better, but especially on this trip, I was really exhausted because it was all work. And coming over to Osaka via the midnight bus didn't help, I guess. Uh, but we had a budget that we wanted to stick to, and so that's what we did, and it was okay. We filmed all 3 days we were in Osaka, and I was like, my exhaustion level was like up to, I think I went over this line that I shouldn't have crossed. I was so exhausted. But I just kept telling myself, well, this is the last day, so I just got to keep going. Oh, my feet was hurting, my back was hurting, my back was killing me. I was having headaches for some reason, and then I started getting worried about the virus. Am I okay, etc., etc. However, like I don't have a fever, I'm not coughing, and so I thought, okay, I'm okay, I should be okay. And then I took the train from Osaka to Kyoto. I arrived today, and when I arrived, it was raining, and it was raining hard, and so I decided I didn't want to risk getting sick. So I figured, I'm already exhausted, my immune system's probably low, so I shouldn't risk it. So I decided to just kind of like stay in the room today and edit. However, this room is extremely, extremely hot for some reason. You can't control the air. There's a switch that says aircon. I turn it on, and it's actually a heater. So I turned it off, and it's still very, very warm. And because like your mind starts to play tricks on you, I start to think, oh, do I have a fever? Is that why I'm like hot? But as you can see, like it's actually cold outside, but I'm in like short sleeve shirt. I'm in shorts right now because it is so freaking hot in this room. I don't understand why it is so hot, and you can't open the window. It's ridiculous. So definitely this is the last time I'm going to be staying at this particular hotel. But anyway, so I was thinking, okay, I have one more day, no aircon tomorrow, and the window doesn't open. It's so weird. I can open that sliding door thing, but you can't open the window. It doesn't make any sense. Hi, Midebo. Hi, Tokyo Drew, my brother, and Lawrence. Yeah, you guys, please take care. Be very, very careful. But anyway, so I have one more day in Kyoto tomorrow, which I'm still planning to film. But because I'm in the room, I turned on the television, I started watching the news, and now like so many places are closed. Like hi Annie, hey, so great tongue see you again, to see me again. That's probably what you meant to write. uh Disneyland is closed, Universal Studios is closed, Puroland is closed. um like the Ueno Zoo is closed. So many places are closing up, and any place where large gatherings are concerned. And yeah, so it's kind of scary. Osaka was incredibly, not incredibly, there are still people walking around, but it's kind of empty. Yeah, it's kind of empty, and it's really uh kind of strange and bizarre. It's very bizarre to be walking around Kuromo Market and not see people. It is very bizarre. And I started to talk to some of the clerks um, at the market, and they said, you know, the people just stopped coming. Like one day, like they just disappeared, and they're having, you know, and they're having a hard time keeping their businesses afloat, which was kind of sad, but I guess, you know, inevitable at this moment. I mean, what can you do, I guess? So, um, so that's happening. That was kind of sad. And so I thought I'd visit the Nishiki market tomorrow. Um, and because I heard that it's very empty as well. But I'm thinking, is that a good idea? Because just because I'm not feeling exactly healthy, I noticed that, you know, one of you said that I look really tired. I am. Like I mentioned, I'm very exhausted, and yeah, so I'm afraid that if I go to a crowded place, although I hear it's not crowded, but there will still be people, I'm sure. Um, should I risk it, or am I overthinking it? So I don't know. Should I just go back to Tokyo tomorrow? I really don't know, and that's what I've been like tossing, like 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 going back and forth between, should I stay in Kyoto or should I just postpone my Kyoto trip and just go back home tomorrow? I don't know. I really don't know. um, Anthony, hi. Are you more tired or overworked? I think I'm. Um, you know what? At this point, I really don't know. I don't know if I think I'm both. To be honest with you, Anthony. Uh, yeah. So I don't know. Um, I think you should see tomorrow. And I think you do wear a little too much. Yes, you need to take precision, but the infection risk is still very low. True, true. Hi, Nari. Nari, all the way from Mons. As long as you wear gloves and face mask, you will be okay. I think it's better to be careful. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If the virus doesn't kill me, boredom will. I know, right? Strong immunity is a must. Stay in and rest. Huh. Stay home and chill for once. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. What I might do? Thanks anyway. This is great. As always, your input always helps me decide for some reason. Isn't it weird? Hi, Hiromi-chan. Hi, Tokyo. What are you eating today, Tokyo Drew? And by the way, did you guys see Tokyo Drew's Funko Pop that was made for him? I think by Michelle. Oh my God, they're so cute. They're so cute. Drew, now your Funko Pops and our Funko Pops can go on a double date. uh, Hi, Merry Christmas. Don't pick things up with your hands that you plan to eat and can't wash. Yeah, you know, thank you, Straight Up Bees. Yeah, Kyoto will always be here. You can always make videos later. Right. That's something to think about, huh? Like I was actually thinking about, you know, I was actually thinking about, you know, going to Kiyomizu-dera around there because it's very rare that it's empty. However, at the same time, like I'm thinking, is that taking a risk? I'm sure I'm overthinking it, but I don't know. So anyway, anyway, um, yeah, we Satoshi and I, we have tickets for a drag show, the work drag show, um, on actually the day after tomorrow at nighttime. And we were supposed to go after I come back from Kyoto, but Satoshi and I decided that we will not go because the government is asking us not to gather in large groups. So yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where it's gonna be really crowded with people, and people are gonna be sweating and yelling, and you're gonna be like body to body, and people are gonna be coming from all over Asia, I think, for that show. So it's just, I don't know. Yeah, Satoshi thinks it's not a good idea to go. So that's kind of a bummer. And tomorrow, I know, right? You're surprised that it hasn't been called off. It hasn't, because concerts, you're right. Concerts, sport events, they've been canceled. So yeah. So I think it's better that we won't go to that one. Whew. Hi, Anthony. Would having more Patreon members allow you and Satoshi to lower your workload, and would you slow down? I don't know if we will slow down. It would definitely help, but no. I don't know. I have to think about that one. That's a good question, though. Let's see what else I was going to talk about. Yeah. So no, it was a couple of days ago, or was it this morning? I can't remember. My days are just blurring now. Satoshi messaged me, and he said that United Airlines has canceled flights to and from Tokyo to, I think, a couple of US destinations. And so I have a feeling that yeah, they'll possibly suspend all flights to and from Japan if things don't improve. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, and I wouldn't be surprised if that happens with the other airlines, which is kind of scary, but I guess it's a necessity. Thank you, Priyanka. Get a drink and a wine. Oh, thanks. Thank you. You're sweet. Mwah. Thank you. Hi, Christina. The risk is not only to yourself, it is to others as well. Yes, it's true. People traveling makes it more likely that this will spread. Those who don't show the symptoms can spread it too, they think. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't have the symptoms now, but who knows, right? I mean, every time I go, to a shop and I talk to the shop owner, I might be asymptomatic, and by the time I get the symptoms, I would have spread it to other people. I don't know. Maybe that's overthinking it, but it's a possibility. Yeah. And one of you, I don't remember who it was, wrote me and asked me if is it true that it's hard to find toilet paper now. And I told that person, no, that's not true. It's all hype, because I don't really watch the news, because there's a lot of bad news, and news upsets me. However, it is true. It is actually true. I talked to Satoshi today, and he's in Tokyo, and he said that he couldn't find toilet paper, and at many shops they were sold out, and all the shops are saying one, not pack, but one bag of toilet paper per person, so you're limited to buying just one bag because people are stocking up, I guess. And yeah, so he had to order toilet paper online. and he found I think it was on no Mercari, which is kind of like not Amazon, but kind of it's another place you can buy things online. They were selling a pack of toilet paper for $100. So things like that are happening right now. So it's kind of becoming real. Straight up beats. We can't find any toilet paper in Osaka as well. Really, all sold out? Oh gosh. Why is everyone going so crazy over toilet paper? I think it's because um, I think the possibility of like having to quarantine ourselves at home for 2 weeks or something like that. Yeah, because they've already asked the kids not to go to school, and um, companies are telling people not to come into work and work out of their homes instead. Um, we are told not to try not to go where there are crowds of people. And yeah, like Straight Up Eat says, one of the chairmen of the IOC said they'll push forward with the Olympics no matter what. I don't know if it's gonna happen no matter what, but um, because it's such a big investment. I think like there is a possibility that they will ask everyone to quarantine themselves at home for 2 weeks. Like I can actually visualize that happening. So if that happens, I guess you would need, toilet paper and tissue and food and water. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I think that's another thing that's making me anxious and you know thinking to myself, maybe it would be a better idea to just go home tomorrow to Tokyo instead of hanging out in Kyoto for another day. It is just one more night, but um, I don't know. I guess I would feel better not being alone in Kyoto. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, uh, but anyway, so that's going on, and I know some of you guys are coming to Tokyo, and like in March, and a lot of you guys have canceled your trip, and that's totally understandable. I think if you can cancel your trip, I think that's the way to go. To be honest with you, um, if um, if it's non-refundable, I think I think you can still enjoy your time here as long as your mind is not set on going to Disneyland or I don't know. I mean, I just don't know what's gonna happen in the near future. But everyone here is doing their best to not get infected. I mean, we wash our hands continuously. When we're on the trains, we no longer hold on to the those handles, because it's just scary. So now I just kind of like do this and just try to balance on the train, and then as soon as I get out, I go to the bathroom, I wash my hands with soap and water. We're all carrying those hand sanitizers everywhere we go. um, we it's hard to find masks. Masks are sold out everywhere. It's insane. And if you can't find them, they are at such inflated prices. It's just insane. So I don't really wear masks just because I can't find them, and I don't want to pay that much for masks. Plus, I read somewhere, the masks don't really prevent you from catching the virus. It's good if you're sick. It's good for you if you're sick and you wear the mask. It helps you stop it from giving it to other people. But you know, if you're not sick, I hear it doesn't really help. But anyway, so obviously, I have been thinking a lot about this virus, and you know, just so much uncertainty about it. Yeah. However, um, all I know is that it is real, and it is happening, and uh, yeah, not good to jump to conclusions, but I think it's a very good idea to take precautions and try to be as careful as much as we can, I think. So, hey Annie. That's okay, Annie. Hey, no. You know what? I don't do as many live streams as I used to, Annie. And so I can say the same thing. I've actually missed all of you guys. I miss chatting with you guys. I really have. This is always very nice. Hey, Kempe45, good to see you. Um, uh-huh. I do. I would also like to talk about my mother a little bit. Um, so she has finished with her therapy. She's done her radiotherapy 5 treatments. And from what I hear from my sister, my mother's a little exhausted now, but that is to be expected. The last time I talked to her was after she finished her 3rd treatment, and she sounded totally fine. She said, she was absolutely fine. I'll call my mother, I think tomorrow, to see how she's doing. But from what my sister tells me, she's doing fine. She's just a little bit tired. Yeah, that's all. Um, Unfortunately, I don't think it's a good time for me to go to Hawaii to see how she is, or because it was something I thought about, but I don't think it's a good idea. Uh, you know, my mother has low immune system right now after the treatment, so I don't think it's good to expose her to anything foreign, and so I will just call my mom for the time being. Yeah, and my mother has, yes, postponed her trip for this spring just because of this coronavirus and her immune system. So yeah, it's not a good idea, right? So hopefully things will improve by autumn, because she hates the summer, and hopefully the hot heat of Japan will kill off the Rive virus or something. That would be great. But yeah, I would like her to visit again when things are better. Yeah. um. Okay. Brian. So Brian says Travis was down for a couple of weeks and has had chemo, and he's on year 5 of living with brain cancer. Oh well, first of all, I'm so sorry to hear that Travis has brain cancer, but I'm very happy that he's still alive. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Summer is too hot in Tokyo. Yes, she hates summer in Tokyo. She's not going to even consider coming here during that time. I don't think so. Kempe, I've been going out and about like normal. Yeah, actually, me too. I've been the same in Tokyo, to be honest with you. Um, I think it's just we're becoming a little bit more scared here, because just because our prime minister, he made an announcement today that he really wants everyone to kind of um, avoid crowded places, etc., etc. So yeah. you know when the prime minister says that, it's in, on public television, it's kind of serious, I guess. um right. I think being alone right now does not really help as well. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. It's kind of scary. Plus, being in this hot room, like I said, um, and it's a very strange feeling to see Kyoto so empty. Kyoto feels emptier than Osaka. I arrived at Kyoto station today. It was around like 11 a.m. And usually Kyoto station is buzzing with activity, and it was eerily quiet. It wasn't like super quiet. I mean, but I'm used to seeing tourists running around, people, looking at maps, people looking at the the signs, trying to figure out which train to take to the temple. I'm used to seeing the lines of people at the bus stop, going to Kiyomizu-dera, etc., etc. And I didn't see any of that. Yeah, it was quite eerie. And I went to have dinner. Sorry, I went to have lunch at a food hall, this popular food hall, inside the Kyoto station at lunchtime, and there was hardly anybody there. It was so empty. I think in the entire food hall, I think there are like 13 to 15 different stalls, quite big place. I think there was literally like 10 people there, including myself. So at lunchtime. So that was weird. So it just feels off. It just doesn't feel normal. You know what I mean? And no, I'm not quarantined. I saw a message that says, "Is this guy quarantined?" No, I'm not. But I'm just in my room. That's all. Anthony, do you struggle with the difference between concern versus anxiety? Concern versus anxiety. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Sorry, I'm not exactly sure. You have to elaborate on that question. Merry Christmas. Aren't you happy you're not a flight attendant anymore? You'd be forced to fly like I am. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Can I ask you a question? So, like on a flight, for example, uh, because when I went to New York, actually when I was coming back from New York, uh, the flight attendants were wearing masks. So do you wear a mask on flight? That wasn't a Delta Airlines flight, and so yeah, it was very interesting because the flight attendants were wearing masks. It's so tempting to visit while things are so quiet. I know, right? It really is. It really is. It really is. So I'm kind of curious to go to Nishiki Market tomorrow to see how empty it is, because I've never seen it empty. Like never, ever, ever, you know? Oh, wow. Okay. So your company said you're not allowed to. Oh, I see. Wow. Hmm. Sakura. Yeah, Kyoto MT sounds like a dream for me. Exactly. It's a dream for me as well, which is why it's so tempting to, go and film, because it's never empty. Hmm. Straight up beats. When I flew from Dallas to Tokyo a week ago, the American flight attendants weren't wearing masks. I see. Yeah, so yeah, my Delta flight, they were wearing masks. Not throughout the whole flight though. Yeah, so interesting. It was mostly during the boarding and deplaning process that they were wearing masks. So I don't really know what difference that makes. Hi YB. Hello Flingshot Live. No, I do not have the flu. I No. I've been already chatting for a while. Chatting for 34 minutes. I was just talking about the coronavirus and the fact that I'm in Kyoto and I'm supposed to go back to Tokyo in a couple of days, but I'm contemplating whether I should go back to Tokyo tomorrow or not. So that's basically what I'm talking about in a nutshell. And everyone's helping me decide. Hello, Lady Murasaki. Hello, Mindy's mom. Thank you, Angela. Hugs to you as well. Straight up beats. My wife's colleagues in Kyoto say that they haven't seen it this empty since before Japan became a popular tourist destination. Right? No, it's seriously it's eerie. It's surreal. It just doesn't. I feel like I'm in a dream. It just doesn't feel like 2020. Like it feels like it's. I don't know. I don't even know when. It just feels like half the population died or something. Just because it's that empty. It feels surreal. Yeah. Flingshot life. What do you do for a living? What do I do for a living? I'm a YouTuber. This is my full-time job. I'm fortunate to be doing YouTube full-time. YB, yes, I'm in Kyoto again. My YouTube, don't go, just grab a Corona and watch TV. The right kind of Corona I'll grab, not the other kind of Corona. The right kind of, the good Corona, sure. That's an idea. Although staying cooped up in this small room, I'm not sure if that'll be healthy for me. Like I said, this room is very hot and stuffy. Eldon said that you should come to Hawaii for a while. I don't know about that. First of all, I don't think I'll feel welcome. Number one, I don't think so. Number two, because my mother just had radiotherapy. I don't want to risk my mother's health. I mean, who knows? I might have it. I just might be asymptomatic, and so I don't want to risk her health. So I hope that makes sense. And thank you, David and Nicole. Take care as well. Thank you so much for saying hi. I really appreciate it. And I was talking about and like I mentioned, United Airlines have suspended flights to and from Japan to a couple of U.S. destinations because of the virus. So, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, I really don't. I don't want to, risk it. Yeah. I can't imagine not being welcome. Well, I think my mom, no, my mother and my sister, both my mother and my sister, they don't want me flying, period. So they're terribly worried about me. My mother and my sister, they worry about me 100 times more than I worry about myself. And my sister does not want me near the airport, which is totally understandable. Same goes with my mother. So, yeah, that's the fact. Take care, Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much. Me Dibble. Much against the myth, the air on planes is changed 15 to 30 an hour, so the chance of catching anything while flying is very low. Is that true? Yeah? Merry Christmas says, we have a warning message from the CDC saying, not if, but when the outbreak happens in the US, what to do. Yes, I know. Hello, Otnail. Thank you, Anthony. Don't go to Hawaii at this time. No, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Straight up eats. Kept telling me not to eat the vegetables. What does that mean? Should we not be eating vegetables? My friend Frank, who runs the ramen tours of 5 a.m. ramen. You know who I'm talking about? He's a guy that we always go to eat ramen with for our ramen videos on Tabi Eats, and he just messaged me today. He usually booked with tours during March and April, and he says yeah, he got so much cancellation for his tours that now he's no longer busy, and we should do a collab. Take this opportunity to make some more ramen videos, I guess. But yeah, I feel so bad for the guy. But yeah, so yeah, everyone's canceling their trips here. Yeah. But anyway, what do you guys think? For those of you that just joined, hello, and we were talking about the coronavirus and how it's affecting us here in Japan. 愛さんこんにちは。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。怖いですよね。本当に怖いですよね。今京都にいるんですけどね。なんかこう京都は本当に人がいなくて、なんかどうしたんだろうっていうぐらい怖い人がいないんですよ。でねえ、なんか不思議な感じです。Yeah. Yeah, it really is that it really what is Coke Pink? We don't have it in California. I don't know. What is Coke Pink? What is Coke Pink? Okay, and who is this Robert G? Do I have another troll here? These trolls. These trolls, sometimes they appear on our comment feed, and depending on my mood. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you for taking care of him. When I'm exhausted and when I read these stupid comments, I swear to God, sometimes I feel like I need to punch something, but I just gotta calm down and not let those trolls bug me, right? Oh, anyway, thank you, Midibble. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't know how I would do that. What is it? What is the link to? Sorry, what is the link to? Let me see. You sent me a link. Don't know how to get there. Yeah. So what do you guys think, about the coronavirus? How are you reacting to it? I know that I think in the US it's I think there's some cases, not that many yet though. I hope that it doesn't get any worse, to be honest with you. So Listofer, there was some talk about YouTubers being censored and all videos on this topic being demonetized. How do you feel about that? I don't really know. I have no opinion on it. Like for example, if I'm here talking about my anxiety about what's happening, I don't see any harm in it, to be honest with you. I do understand that there are some channels that might over sensationalize the facts, which is never a good thing. So I can understand those videos being demonetized. So I guess I can understand it. Sakura says, in France, it's becoming a huge topic, especially since several cases recently discovered in Italy. Yeah. Right, Christina, please be careful. Yours truly, I'm kind of scared because I have to go to uni every day. Yeah. Oh, no, yesterday in Amsterdam was the first case of coronavirus. Gosh. Brian, Glenn. Trav and I don't get out much, but we both have weak immune systems, so we're being very cautious. We live in a big tourist town in South Carolina. I see, yeah. So just be careful, you know. I feel, yeah. Chloe says, I feel like lots of people are overreacting, but at the same time, it's necessary to take precautions. That's actually exactly how I feel. I totally agree with you, Chloe. I don't think people should overreact. However, I don't think people should ignore it because that could be dangerous. I think going both ways could be detrimental. Annie, or in Hamburg too, first case of infection. Gosh, goodness gracious. Yeah. I think what's important is that we learn the facts of what's going on. Like, I'm sure we'll I don't know, there's so many things we don't know about it yet, but all we can do right now, I think, is to practice very, very good hygiene, and wash your hands properly. Right now in Japan, we're washing our hands, being careful not to touch our face or eyes, and gargling, as soon as we get home, if we're out. We're being very careful in that sense, which is actually, I think it's a good thing. I think we should always be careful, but yeah, not let it scare you to death, I guess. So that's very interesting, because while I said that, as soon as I said that, I realized actually helped me make a decision. It made me realize that going home to Tokyo tomorrow would just make my Kyoto stay 1 day shorter, and I won't get my money back from this hotel, which I actually don't really care because it's such a hot room. Like, I keep talking about this room, it's very muggy and hot, and for some reason I can't control the temperature. So I really don't mind if I don't get my money back. Plus, it wasn't expensive. However, maybe I shouldn't overthink it too much, and maybe I should just enjoy my day in Kyoto tomorrow. It's going to be a warm day tomorrow in Kyoto, and it's going to be a very sunny day, at least no rain like it was today, and I'm already here. And I could maybe, because I'm exhausted, maybe I can just spend the day walking around tomorrow. Kempe, the window doesn't open for some reason. It's so weird. Like, the screen door opens, and then there's a window which doesn't open. So it's so strange. Rod Summers, yes, Daddy, enjoy while you can. So yeah, right. So you know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Look, I have this camera with me. I'm like recharging my battery here. I got my other camera there, and I'm like ready to film, right? I think I need a break, like a 1-day break from these gadgets, and I think I should just relax and enjoy the day tomorrow. I think so. If I go back to Tokyo, I'm gonna start editing anyway, right? Yeah. Anthony, you like the new camera? Thank you so much. By the way, I really, I know that there are some of you that don't like the new videos that I make on this channel. Like I mentioned before, I felt the need to do something different on this channel. And I got this camera for my birthday from Satoshi. It's something I've been really interested in. It's called the Insta360 Go. And suddenly it's becoming like a gadget review, but it's not, don't worry. Not sponsored at all whatsoever. Thank you, Mindy's mom. Yeah, I do need a break, don't I? But here, thank you, Merry Christmas. Thank you. It's tiny, isn't it? This is the battery case. And this is the camera. This is the camera. And there's a little mic here in the front. And all you have to do is press this button here and it records for 15 to 30 seconds. And that's all you do. And it has stabilization, so you can run with it and it'll be smooth. You can go like this, you can go like this. It'll still stay horizontal no matter what you do with it. So you can have like the most unsteady hands and still take good shots. Obviously, quality is not as good as a professional camera. And not only that, there are also like little things that's, I don't have it with me right now, but it comes with a pendant, and this is magnetic. And so when you put the pendant inside your shirt, it kind of just snaps onto your shirt. You just walk around with it like that. Yeah. Let's see. Can't find anything metal. Oh, here we go. Okay, so these are my headphones, right? Look. It just kind of sticks onto any metal surface. So it'll stick onto your window sill if it's metal. Like there's so many ways you can use this. This also comes with like a stand as well, so you can stand it on a table if you want. You can like stick it to the wall, like on a plane, as long as it's metal. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool camera. And then this is the battery case, so it just snaps right back in. No, and then you take that off, and then you stick it into your phone, and then you can download all your videos onto your phone. Yeah, so it's a pretty cool camera. Yeah, it's called Insta360 Go. Yeah, and it's not that expensive. And it's fun. It's really fun. Thank you, Anthony. I'm so happy that some of you are enjoying those videos. I know they are very short, and they're very short, and like there's not much talking. But I promise, right now I'm experimenting with camera. I'm still not used to taking videos with it. Like many times I get my finger in the way. My finger will get in the way for some reason. And so I'm still learning how to use it properly. I will have more talking on it. But yeah, this is cool. You can secretly record a concert or famous people. You could. The only thing though is that when you start to film, like here, I'm gonna press the button. You see? So there's a light that tells you that it's filming something. So that's kind of a giveaway. If you're wearing a white shirt and you clip it on, like you can't really see it, but if you're wearing black like I am, you can definitely see it. But anyway, it's a cool camera. Yeah. Hey, David Marr. What have you been up to? Hi, Dark Paracord. How are you? You know, my YouTube, I feel so sad for Chinese people. So do I. So do I. I really do, too. I'm one of those people where I really it gave me so much joy seeing so many tourists come to Japan to enjoy the food and the culture, and that's including the Chinese people. The Chinese people were a big bulk of the visitors, and yeah, I do feel sorry for them, and I do hope that things get back to how it used to be, and I hope they do come back to Japan. I really do. But anyway, okay, Annie, thank you so much. So glad we talked again. Yeah. Nothing a little tape can't fix. Sneaky, sneaky Merry Christmas. Hey, Food Time and Garden from Canada, how are you doing? Yeah. Oh, West Nebraska dude. I'm beginning to use a DJI Osmo Pocket. So how is that? How do you like that camera? For me, it was between that camera and this camera. And I ended up choosing this one. I was actually thinking about, getting that camera, before I got this one. Yeah. So Kengpei says, most Japanese, I don't really like having so many Chinese tourists in Japan, though. They were all over the place and being demanding. Well, the demanding part, yes, true. I think it's a culture difference. I think it's a big culture difference. I try to be very open-minded with different cultures just because, there are different cultures. I have a friend. Good friend here in Japan, and she's always criticizing the Chinese people, and that annoys me. It annoys me so much that I have to actually walk away before I end up yelling at her. And I don't know if she knows it, but it's very annoying to me. I don't like when a whole group of people get put into a box. Not everyone is like that, right? It's just some. And so I don't like to. I imagine myself because I know that there are some Chinese tourists that don't do those things. That are actually polite. I've actually I talk to them and I help them out when I see them at the train stations if they're lost or they're trying to figure out how to take the train, or if they don't know how to eat a certain food if they're sitting next to me. I teach them how to eat it, and they're very nice and they're very respectful to me, and so I just feel like not all of them are like that. I know a lot of them, especially if it's their first time traveling. Maybe they might not know better. I hear they don't know better because that's the way they are in their home country. Some of them. However, see, I try to remember this. There was a time, once upon a time, and this was a very, very long time ago when I lived in Hawaii, that when Japanese people had just started traveling, and they didn't have the best manners either. I remember that. And I remember when I lived in Hawaii, I was very embarrassed to be Japanese because then people would start telling me, oh my God, can't you do something about those Japanese tourists? They had no manners. They didn't like pee on the streets or anything, but they were very demanding. But I think they just didn't know any better. They weren't used to traveling internationally. And so I try to remember, I try to look back at that. I remember those days. and then they're still human beings, and yeah, I I try to give them the benefit of a doubt, and if if uh, if they don't know any better, I try to be a good example, and hopefully they'll try to emulate what I do, if they're willing to learn. But I try to be nice to them, hopefully, because I know a lot. I feel like a lot of them feel like people are looking at them strange, or people are looking at them like they have bad manners. So I think a lot of them become defensive. Like, I don't know, I'm just assuming. But so I'd like to change that image for them, and I'd like to make them feel welcome in Japan, and I want them to experience hospitality and kindness from a Japanese person here and a local, and make their experience better, and hopefully that will make them more receptive to changing and trying to learn this new culture they're in, and try to more blend in with Japanese society. And I feel like that's the way to go. But that's me. um Yeah, Kempe. Yeah, I've actually come across rude Japanese people too, so I guess there are bad apples in every country. Exactly, there really are. You should see some of the bus drivers here in Japan. Or, there was this like rude train person, the JR person in the office last year. Incredibly rude to me. So, yeah, we have some rude people as well. And of course, you do have rude people just, everywhere, really. Anyway. I am mumbling again. Anthony is asking, do you think Satoshi will ever create a Satoshi's World channel? Would you support that, or would that be awkward? I would definitely support that, but I sincerely don't think he will. Satoshi has a second channel. It's called Kantan Cooking. But when was the last time he put up a video? I'm always encouraging him to, because I think he would have a great channel. He has a wonderful character, and I'm sure a lot of people would like his videos. However, he doesn't have good time management skills. You remember, yeah, when we nagged him a bit, yeah, in the last year, he does not have time management skills. So, which is why he never has time to work to make videos. And it is absolutely possible, but I don't think that will happen. Yeah. Change of topic here. Change of topic. So our recipe channel. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but this week there was no recipe video out, and there was a reason for that. Right now, we're actually gonna change the format of the recipes that we're making on that channel. We want to do something different. We want to stand out from the rest of the world of cooking videos on YouTube. And so we're working on that right now. We want to use our real kitchen, because we kind of want to make it real as possible. So we're doing a total clean down of the kitchen. It's so clean right now. It doesn't even look like our kitchen anymore. So I'm very happy about that. And we've got new things for the kitchen, because we're going to be filming in the kitchen. And Hadaka cooking show, I don't think so. But stay tuned for that. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I have a feeling that you guys are going to like the new idea we have for a cooking channel. It's Hadaka Hey, Aina Makino, Hadaka means naked. No, it's not going to be a naked channel. No, we're going to lose subscribers that way. Trust me. Hey, Joy Maurice. I'm also waiting for new Daiso Item Zero coming up very, very soon. Promise, promise, promise. What's the name of the cooking channel? Well, it's still it's the same. It's called Tabi Eats Recipes right now, but we're probably going to change the name of that. But the channel is the same. It's the same channel. We have a channel called Tabi Eats Recipe at the moment, where we started making cooking channels there, but we're gonna change it up a bit, and hopefully it's gonna be more enjoyable. And we really want to make it so that even if you're not interested in the dish, you would still want to watch it. So stay tuned for that. I hope it goes well. I hope it goes well. This new cooking idea is going to put everything we learn throughout the years of doing YouTube to the tests. All the training we had at the YouTube Next Up training in Tokyo, and everything we learned in New York, just everything we learn is gonna put that to the test, and I think it's gonna be good. Anyway, thank you, Buckley Young. I really appreciate it. Merry Christmas. So you found a product in your local Daiso, you bought it, you don't really need it, but you couldn't resist. That's okay. But please use it. Don't let it get dusty. Cooking with Justin would be a fun concept. It would be. But it's like too much like cooking with dog. I don't know. I don't want to be disrespectful just because we know them. Yeah. Japanese style stampot, Tamara. Dutch mashed potato. Really? Send me the details, Tamara. Thank you so much. That sounds amazing. Thank you, Tommy. I'm really glad you enjoyed the channels. Angela, I think you should do Shinichi versus Satoshi on the cooking channel. Good idea. Thank you, Tamara. Stampot. Oh, love stampot. I've only had it once. I want to see it again. I want to eat it again. All right, Sakura. Thank you so much. Have a good night, Sakura. And tomorrow, Satoshi will be doing a live stream on his own, because obviously I'm here in Kyoto and I don't think I'll be able to make it back that quickly. Yes, Dark Paracord. Did you just realize that Don Quixote has inflated their prices? They have? Why? What do you mean? How? I am Aquino. Come back to Amsterdam. You have more Stampot. Definitely. I was actually thinking about going to Amsterdam, like in April or something. But the coronavirus is going around. So, and I'm Asian. Right now there's a lot of discrimination against Asians, unfortunately. So, because of the coronavirus. So I feel a little bit uneasy about, going. Rod Summer says, would you guys ever collab with Cooking with Dog? We actually did in the past. We have collaborated with Cooking with Dog when the dog was still alive. So we do have that video on Tabi Eats. If you search for Tabi Eats Cooking with Dog, you'll see it. So that was fun. Kempe, you're gonna be going to Donkey. Okay. Hey, Laura from Los Angeles. So early for you. West Nebraska, dude. My best friend's mom was from Tokyo, so I grew up eating Japanese cooking. Your cooking brings back so many wonderful memories. Oh, that makes me so happy. Thank you so much. Yeah, Corona is gonna make that difficult. It is, right? I am Makino. It really is. So yeah. Kempe, you can come to Singapore and blend in with the Asians. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, that's true. Come to our area, Shinichi's world. Lots to see and it's quiet. True, so true. Hey, JC Lennon from Chicago. Thank you so much. That makes me so happy. Thank you. Lots of love to you. Okay. New York City, no worries about blending here, Shinichi. True, Pei. That's true. After we survive the corona apocalypse, we'll have Amsterdam all to ourselves anyway. Hey, yeah, come to Hong Kong again, YB. I would love to. How the protests going in Hong Kong right now? Tina, please come to Australia for Mardi Gras. I'd love to go to Australia for Mardi Gras. Yeah. David Morris says the problem would be leaving Japan and then Japan closes borders. True. Yeah, yeah. But yeah. You know, once again, I gotta say this room is, like I said, it's hot, and like I get so worried because my body's hot right now, and I'm thinking, do I have a fever? But I'm pretty sure I don't have a fever. I think it's just this stupid, weird heater thing. No protest for now. Okay. All right. So anyway, I think it's time to go. I'm gonna call Satoshi before I go to bed. And yeah, it was very nice chatting with you guys. It's been a while. Thank you so much for the advice. Vivian, there is an air condition in the room, but it's heater. It's a heater. For some reason, it seems to be like there's some kind of central heating in this room, which you can't turn off, which is already hot. And there's an aircon button, and I thought that was cool air, but actually blows hot air. So it makes it worse. So I don't know, maybe I should take a cold shower or something. Anyway, thanks guys. This is so much, it was so helpful actually. And my head is a lot clearer now. It's clear. I know exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow. And Eldon Seta, thanks. Hey, thank you, Eldon. I really appreciate that. Chew on some ice. Good idea. Have a ramen. Oh no, I'm not really hungry, really. But thank you so much. Hey, Jeremy, thank you. And take care, everybody. Stay safe, everybody. Make sure you wash your hands. Practice good hygiene, because you never really know. 頑張ってくださいね. And I will talk to you guys real soon. おやすみ. Bye bye.